Hey dreamers, welcome back to Currency Revalue, your trusted source for global currency updates and the future of financial transformation. There's a new wave of excitement sweeping through the community, and for good reason. Dollar prices are dropping in Baghdad and holding steady in Erbil, a subtle but powerful sign that Iraq's economy is finding its footing. For years, we've been watching, waiting, and analyzing every move the Central Bank of Iraq makes, every hint of policy change, every whisper of reform. And now, all those threads are beginning to weave into a much bigger picture, one that points toward real financial transformation. The long-awaited revaluation of the Iraqi dinar might be closer than anyone dares to believe. This isn't just about numbers on a chart or exchange rate fluctuations. It's about the rebirth of a nation that has weathered storms, wars, and economic hardship, now rising to reclaim its place in the global financial arena. Every indicator, every quiet policy shift, every move by the central bank tells a story of a country preparing for something monumental. And as we look closer, one truth stands out: the Iraqi dinar is no longer just a currency, it's a symbol of renewal and resilience. For months, investors and analysts alike have been watching Iraq's foreign exchange markets with cautious optimism. But recently, something remarkable happened. The US dollar began to lose ground in Baghdad while the Iraqi dinar gained stability in Erbil. To the untrained eye, it might seem like a small regional fluctuation, but those who've followed Iraq's monetary journey know better. This is more than a number changing on a board, it's a reflection of deeper balance. It's a signal that Iraq's economy is regaining confidence after years of volatility. Experts believe this shift is not random. It's the result of deliberate action by the Central Bank of Iraq, which has been tightening control over the currency market, cracking down on unregulated trading, and introducing new mechanisms for transparency. These reforms are bringing order to a system that was once chaotic. The drop in dollar prices is, in essence, a victory, a sign that Iraq's financial system is beginning to function with stability and precision. Meanwhile, in Erbil, the story is one of calm strength. The Kurdish region, long known for its resilience and entrepreneurial energy, is demonstrating steady economic confidence. This stability isn't just luck, it's strategy. Erbil has long served as Iraq's commercial bridge to the world. Its markets are fueled by international trade, investment, and oil partnerships. The fact that the exchange rate has stabilized here is a direct reflection of restored trust in Iraq's economic potential. As Baghdad and Erbil move in harmony, it sends a message across the world: Iraq is ready to stand on its own 2 feet. Foreign companies are taking notice. British Petroleum, Total Energies, and other major players are investing heavily in Iraq's oil and infrastructure projects. This isn't just about extracting resources, it's about building long-term partnerships that will sustain Iraq's economic growth. For the first time in decades, international investors see Iraq not as a risk but as an opportunity. And when global money begins to flow in, currency strength naturally follows. Let's take a moment to appreciate how far Iraq's banking sector has come. Just a few years ago, it was crippled by outdated systems, corruption, and inefficiency. Transactions took days, sometimes weeks, and trust was almost non-existent. But today, under the leadership of CBI Governor Ali Mohsen Al-Alak, a quiet revolution is unfolding. Digital banking platforms, electronic payment systems, and cards are replacing cash dependency. For the first time in modern history, Iraqi citizens are engaging in a financial system that connects them to the world. Governor Al-Alak has said it clearly: banking reform is not a dream, it is happening now. And indeed, every step forward from stricter anti-corruption controls to integration with international banking standards is laying the foundation for a stronger dinar. Before a revaluation can happen, control and stability must come first. Iraq is systematically achieving both. Another monumental breakthrough came when Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani announced a historic oil agreement with the Kurdistan region. After nearly 2 decades of disputes, Baghdad and Erbil have reached a consensus. The Federal Ministry of Oil will oversee crude exports through the Iraq-Turkey pipeline. This deal may sound technical, but its implications are massive. It unites 2 regions that were often at odds and ensures a steady flow of revenue for Iraq's national budget. Cooperation between these regions signals a new era of unity, and that unity is the backbone of a strong economy. This kind of progress was once unthinkable. But now, it's reality. With oil exports stabilized and regional collaboration improving, Iraq's revenue streams are becoming predictable and secure. The central bank's reserves have surged as a result, giving Iraq the muscle it needs to protect and strengthen its currency. When a nation's foreign reserves rise, so does the confidence of the world's financial institutions. Investors see security, stability, and growth, the perfect formula for currency appreciation. Recently, the Central Bank of Iraq confirmed that its foreign reserves are not only sufficient but capable of defending the exchange rate. That's more than just a technical statement, it's a bold declaration of sovereignty. It means Iraq is financially strong enough to maintain its stability even during global economic fluctuations. That kind of resilience is exactly what global financial bodies like the IMF and World Bank want to see before endorsing a stronger currency. Behind the scenes, another key player has been quietly shaping Iraq's financial transition: the U.S. Treasury. Its officials have been in and out of Iraq for years, ensuring compliance with international standards, monitoring transactions, and helping integrate Iraq's banking systems with global networks. This partnership is crucial. It's the same kind of coordination that precedes major currency reforms around the world. Some insiders even claim that the U.S. Treasury has advised certain private Iraqi banks to remain open during what they called the final implementation phase. That phrase has sent waves of anticipation through the dinar community because, if true, it means we're closer than ever. At the same time, discussions are emerging about how investors will handle their profits post-revaluation. According to recent analysis, the Internal Revenue Code gives flexibility on how to report gains, either as capital gains or regular income, depending on documentation. While taxes are a concern for later, the mere fact that this discussion is happening underscores how close the community believes the RV might be. People are preparing for a reality that's starting to feel tangible. Intel from the ground adds even more intrigue. One insider, nicknamed Aki, who works with a private Iraqi bank in Dearborn, Michigan, was reportedly instructed by the U.S. Treasury to remain in place as the timeline comes to a close. When asked why, he responded, "Because a new exchange rate will be implemented on that date." While no one outside official channels knows the exact date, this statement reinforces the growing sense that Iraq's monetary reform is in its final phase. The pieces are all coming together: reforms, reserves, banking modernization, oil stabilization, and international oversight. To truly understand the significance of this moment, we have to look back at Iraq's long and difficult journey. The past 2 decades were marked by chaos, wars, sanctions, and political instability that crippled the nation's economy. Its currency became weak, and investor confidence evaporated. But Iraq never gave up. Slowly, methodically, it began rebuilding from its infrastructure to its political institutions. And now, after years of perseverance, it stands at the threshold of transformation. Oil production is rising to record highs. Trade routes are reopening. Digital banking is connecting citizens to modern systems. Foreign investors are returning with renewed faith. Even the once fractured relationship between Baghdad and Erbil is healing. Every one of these developments points to a country on the rise, a nation regaining its dignity and its strength. This is what makes the Iraqi Dinar story so inspiring. It's not just about money, it's about resilience. It's about a nation that refused to stay down, and about investors who refuse to stop believing in its potential. The revaluation isn't just an economic event, it's a symbol of rebirth, for every investor who has held on through the years, for every believer who has faced doubt and delay. This moment represents vindication, a reminder that patience pays off when faith meets preparation. So, as dollar prices fall in Baghdad and stability strengthens in Erbil, remember this: great change often begins quietly. The most transformative moments in history rarely arrive with a grand announcement. They emerge in silence, in subtle signs like a steadying exchange rate or a quiet policy reform. These are the tremors before the breakthrough. The signs are all around us. Iraq's reforms are real. Its financial system is stronger than it's been in decades. Its partnerships with global powers are deepening. And its people, resilient, proud, and determined, are ready to see their currency reflect the true value of their nation. The dream of a stronger dinar is no longer a fantasy. It's a process, one that's unfolding, step by step, with precision and purpose. So stay patient, stay informed, and most of all stay hopeful. Because patience is not passive. It's faith in action. The Iraqi dinar story has been long and complex, but its trajectory has never been clearer. Every drop in dollar prices, every banking reform, every oil agreement, they're all signals of a new dawn. When the revaluation comes, it will not only mark a financial shift but a national rebirth. Iraq is writing a new chapter, one of sovereignty, stability, and prosperity. And those who believed, who stayed the course through the uncertainty, will one day look back and say, it was worth every moment of waiting. This is Currency Revalue, and the story isn't over, it's just beginning. Subscribe, share, and stay tuned, because the winds of change are already blowing across Baghdad and Erbil. The dinar's rise is not a question of if, but when. And when it happens, it will be remembered as one of the most remarkable economic comebacks in modern history. So keep the faith, dreamers, your future is looking brighter every single day.